my name is Karen Lobdell. I'm Director of Product Management at Integration Point. In this role, I work on design and development of a number of Integration Point global trade management software solutions to ensure they continue to meet the needs of an ever-changing global regulatory environment. Today's discussion is the second in a series that addresses the recent U.S. Section 301 action to impose an additional 25% tariff on more than $50 billion of Chinese imports. These proposed tariffs are the result of allegations that China has violated U.S. intellectual property rights and forced technology transfers from U.S. companies. In the previous segment, my colleague George Weiss provided an overview of the motivation behind the initial investigation, the outcome of the investigation, and timing of next steps. As previously noted, in accordance with Section 304 of the Trade Act, the USTR is now inviting public comments on the proposed actions. Written comments must be submitted no later than May 11, 2018 for consideration. There will also be a public hearing held in Washington, D.C. on May 15th, and post-hearing rebuttal comments will need to be submitted by May 22nd. Public comments can affect the outcome with respect to not only what products are on the final list, but also possibly the additional rate of duty imposed. If you import goods from China that are on the proposed list, this is something that will require serious consideration and review, and possibly the submission of comments. So what is the process to comment if you wish to do so? First, know the type of comments being taken during the comment period. Comments are currently being solicited on the following areas: the specific products to be subject to increased duties, including whether the products listed in the annex should be retained or removed, or whether products not currently on the list could be added, the level of the increase in duty, if any, and the appropriate aggregate level of trade to be covered by the additional duties. With respect to specific products being added or removed from the current list, the USTR requests that comments specifically address whether imposing those additional duties would be effective or practical in eliminating the current China policies that are harming U.S. commerce, and also whether the additional duties would impose disproportionate harm on small and mid-sized businesses. It's important to review the complete list of products that are being proposed subject to the additional tariffs. That list can be found as an annex to the Federal Register Notice. The link is shown on this slide, and the products are listed by the 8-digit HTS number, which will assist traders in identifying if their products will potentially be affected. Impacted companies may choose a number of approaches with respect to commenting, including individual written submissions, submissions via a trade association, submissions done in conjunction with perhaps a consultant or legal counsel, and of course also requesting the ability to do public testimony at the public hearing. Whichever method is chosen, it's important to do your homework and ensure you have your facts. With respect to written public comments, those comments must be submitted electronically and in English via the www.regulations.gov website. You will simply go to that web link and in the search field enter the appropriate docket number for this particular issue, USTR-2018-0005. Once entering that docket number in the search field and hitting enter, you will be taken to the proper page to enter your comments. Clicking on the Comment Now button will begin the process. The website does provide a form that can be used to submit your comments. It will be titled the China 301 Public Comment Form, and it is available on the website, as well as it's available on the USTR website, as well as the regulations.gov site. It is not required to be used, but could be helpful in ensuring that all proper data is being prompted and filled out in order to submit your public comment. Submissions must also include the name of the person or entity submitting the comments, and it's important to make sure you identify the specific good or goods in question by the applicable HTSUS subheading number. As this is a public comment site, it's important to keep in mind that this information will be readily available and viewable by the public. You must take into consideration any business confidential information that is included in your comment that is submitted to ensure that it's properly protected. Please make sure that you indicate, per the instructions, any business confidential information. Any file names uploaded to the regulations.gov website should begin with the initials BC for business confidential, and pages containing confidential data should be marked as business confidential to ensure that they are handled appropriately. Should you wish to testify at the public hearing and provide testimony there, you must request to appear at the hearing no later than April 23rd. The request to appear must include a summary of your testimony and be accompanied by a pre-hearing submission. You are going to request to appear via the regulations.gov website, much as you did for the actual submission of comments. So again, you'll be going to the regulations.gov website, entering the appropriate document number, and when you get to the comment fields in the type comment field, you're going to be including the name, address, email address, and telephone number of the person who is requesting to present the testimony. You will also need to attach a summary of the actual testimony that will be provided and a pre-hearing submission if provided. You will use the upload file field to do this, and the file name should include the name of the person who will be presenting the testimony at the public hearing. In addition to taking this step on the regulations.gov website, you'll also need to submit a request to appear via email to 301investigation@ustr.eop.gov. That email in the subject line must include the name of the person who will be presenting the testimony, followed by request to appear. Please also make sure you include the name, address, email address, and phone number of the person presenting the testimony in the body of the email message. It's important to remember that remarks given at the public hearing can be no longer than 5 minutes to allow for possible questions from the Section 301 committee members in attendance. So please make sure that you have a testimony that is going to be concise and to the point, as there will be very limited time to get your message out. It is critical for all companies involved in global trade to stay tuned and stay engaged in this process as it unfolds. Integration Point will be closely monitoring developments and will be presenting a series of videos over the next several weeks on this topic to make sure that we keep our clients fully informed. In the near future, the next video segment will also come out that will cover how you should think about the potential effects of these Section 301 tariffs on your company specifically. Thank you for listening and have a great day.